I reckon you'll have six.
You reckon I'll have 6 from Marquee Moon?
Six from Marquee Moon.
Okay. Interesting.
And then what's missing out? Nah, you'll have seven. The only fiction missing out.
7. Right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, how many do you think I'm gonna have?
I think you'll have 6. No, 5. 5. 5.
Okay.
And then you'll have like 4 from adventure and then 1 from television. That's my guess. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Ryan's back with me again. And we are continuing talking about television. If you haven't seen the albums video, go check that out. I think it came out fairly well. This is our tribute to Tom Verlaine, who passed recently. Talking about his band. He had a lot of solo work as well, which I've never actually checked out, which I'm kind of interested to check out at least a couple albums now, because some of them got decent reviews. In fact, I think it's Kingdom Come, the song on Scary Monsters by David Bowie, is written by Tom Verlaine. I think that's a Tom Verlaine cover.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. It might not be Kingdom Come. If it isn't Kingdom Come, I'll put what the actual song is on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, very good songwriter, but also the rest of the band. Is it Billy Ficker as the drummer, right? And then
yes,
who's the bassist?
Fred Smith.
Fred Smith. Okay, that's a very memorable name. Then you got Tom Verlaine and Richard Lloyd, all great in their own ways. So, as we do around here, if we have 10 or more albums, we do a top 20. Of course, we only have 3, so we only get a top 10. Not that many songs to pick from, really. Only about 30, if that. So, Ryan, you go first with your number 10.
Yeah, from Marquee Moon, Guiding Light.
Nice.
Like, just really nice. Not really like anything on the album. Just really kind of laid back, chill, kind of ballad. Love the vocals, more laid back vocals, kind of like what they were doing at Venture. Bass is great, not as indie heavy, kind of more probably like the most radio friendly kind of song on Marquee Moon. But I don't take away from it. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's got great guitar work and just instrumentation throughout. More laid back, brilliant listen, chill song, and yeah, number 10. That's a brilliant one.
Yeah, I love all these songs, so this was difficult. My number 10 is actually from the self-titled album, and I'm going with No Glamour for Willi, which I'm really liking. Love the guitar work. Think it's really catchy. It wasn't on my list, and then when I re-listened, because I had the short list of 14, and when I re-listened to it was at like number 12 or something, and then I just I like it more than these two, so I just bumped it up, and a couple of songs just missed out. But yeah, it was cool. I think it opens the second side of that album. Yeah, just enjoyable song. Don't have as much to say about it as I do about ones above it, but I just wanted to give it the light because I've been listening to it quite a bit recently.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. My number 9, Elevation. Obviously a classic one. It's got this quite dark sound once again. That stabbing guitar intro, and then Tom's guitar comes in, and it's just brilliant riffing. It's that duo guitar partnership once again. Quite distant vocals, brilliant chorus, really memorable. Just a classic television song. It's there, sound down to a T. It's catchy, and it's got great instrumentation. It's got that duo guitar lead, which works really well. So yeah, that's my number 9.
It's also my number 9. So yeah, spot on everything you said. I agree. Really love the chorus, like you said, but I love that after between the lines of the chorus, there's just like this squealing, the do 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 guitar. Like, oh my god, it's so cool.
Yeah.
When my favorite Tom Verlaine guitar parts sound like he's about to like break 3 of his strings while he's like doing these crazy bends. It gives me a bit of anxiety, to be honest, but it adds to the experience of the music, where he's just like always living on the edge, and that kind of, you know, sums up their music really well. Yeah, I think it's a really strong song. Is it the first song on the second side? I think it is. Track 5.
That's yeah. It is.
So it opens the second side really well, because I think, you know, I didn't mention it in the album's video, but the only criticism I could have of that album is that the A side is stronger than the B side, only by a bit. But you know, you have such a strong A side, and then Elevation comes in. You're like, oh, okay, it's not going to fall off a cliff. It's still amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, love Elevation. It's my number 9.
Okay, my number 8. From Adventure, The Dream's Dream.
Nice.
Like I say, this one is just, the band just absolutely killing it. It could easily fit on Marquee Moon. It's that good. Yeah, the intro, everyone gets a shine in here. The drums, I'm always just like bobbing my head to the drums in this one, because the fills are just outrageous. And there's a little bass solo at the start, kind of 1 minute into the song, little bass solo. So everyone gets a shine on this one. And obviously, guitar shines once again. Dual guitar leads playing off each other. It's brilliant. And yeah, it's just total jam I've put here, and it's brilliant. Yeah, easily fit on Marquee Moon. So good.
My number 8 is also from Adventure, but it's the opening track, Glory. Really, really like this one. Like I mentioned, it sort of instantly sends you into this sort of new but still quite familiar sound for the band. Yeah, sort of new wave leaning, but still within that sort of punk realm, I suppose. Very catchy song. I think this and the second song, Days, work together really well. They're both like 3 minutes, both like really short, nice, like poppy songs to open the album. So yeah, really, really like Glory. It's my number 8.
Very nice. Yeah, my number 7, opener to Marquee Moon, See No Evil. Like you said, the vocals are just so much fun, so quirky. Absolutely love them. And everything's awesome about it. Once again, it's a signature sound. Probably more punky than a lot of them, or maybe the most punky. It's all a punk album, but it's just my most kind of classic punk kind of sound on this one, which I really like. But yeah, the instrumentation still shines. The guitar starts it, and then the bass comes in, kind of thunders through, and it's just so catchy. And the vocals so quirky. I love them. Yeah, it's my number 7. See No Evil.
My number 7 is my favorite song from the self-titled. It is 1880 or So, the opening track. Yeah, again, it's sort of introduced as this like more 90s take on the band, which I quite like. You mentioned Sonic Youth, which I think is a good comparison. Not like early Sonic Youth. It's more like the
no.
Yeah, it's more like the more accessible side to Sonic Youth. But yeah, no, I really enjoy the song. I think it feels fresh. Is again, Tom sounds a lot like Lou Reed. It's almost like this sort of like poetic nature to the song. It's a cool song title as well, 1880 or So. It's like you see it and you're just like, that's very unique song title.
Yeah.
And it sort of grabs your eyes immediately. So yeah, I think there's some worth in that. And you know, self-titled album's not amazing, but it's pretty good. It's better than a lot of reunion albums. So yeah, that's what I've got at my number 7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah. Number 6, I've got the opener to Adventure. It's Glory.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we weren't far off on that one.
Yeah, we're not far off. And I talked about it in the video. The bass is awesome. It's so much fun. Like you said in the video, a lot more poppy than Marquee Moon, but that works for me. I don't mind that. The bass is brilliant, and it makes you want to move. Kind of like makes you want to dance. Like nothing like Marquee Moon at all. But it's brilliant. Yeah, the instrumentation's still great. Like I said, the bass stands out for me, and great chorus. And yeah, also another good solo in this one. Like I say, for every song, there's a good solo. Yeah, that's my number 6, Glory.
My number 6, same album, Adventure. It's my second favorite song from that album, so I have one more to come. Here I've got "Ain't That Nothin'," which I think is a bit of an underrated one. It sort of is like buried in the second side of the album. It's not it's not like near the beginning. Then it's sort of, you're well within the mood of the album. I just think, it was like No Glamour For Willi. I listened to it while listening to all my top songs. I was like, nah, this has got to go up a couple spots. It's really cool. And yeah, it kind of epitomizes what I love about adventure. And why I'm glad I finally listened to it, because it really is a gem of an album, and it has little hidden gems like this one on the second side as well. It's not just front loaded with the poppy stuff. This is a really cool song. So yeah, just misses top 5 there.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Yeah, my number 5, Marquee Moon. It's Torn Curtain.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, you thought it was.
Moon. I was like, oh my god, what is happening?
Sorry about that. Yeah, Torn Curtain. Another great song, but but really dark sounding, quite atmospheric. This one, ominous guitars, really dark sounding, really cool. Like I mentioned in the video, the backing vocals, tears, really cool, especially on the outro. The outro is just the band once again, kind of like the Dream Stream, just jamming or like just shredding away. The dual guitars and obviously the drums and bass are just brilliant as well.
Great piano on that song as well.
Great piano coming in, and it's a total jam, that outro, and I love the dark atmosphere. So that's my number 5, Torn Curtain.
My number 5, I've only mentioned one song from Marquee Moon so far, but don't worry, that's going to change very quickly. My number 5 is Venus from Marquee Moon. Really cool dual guitar work here. Like, sounds so great. That intro, the riff is so cool. You fall right into the arms of Venus de Milo. It's like, it's I don't know. It's just got this, like you mentioned it being dark, but I feel like it's also quite like, it's like weirdly like romantic as well, in like a really off-putting way, which is like a unique vibe for a song. I've always loved Venus, but it kind of gets overshadowed for me on that A side of how good the other songs are, but it's still incredible in its own right. And listening to it on its own, I was like, this is the best. So number 5, Venus.
Very nice. My number 4 from Adventure, I've got Days.
Ah, lovely, yeah.
Yes, just absolutely brilliant song. Really nice, beautiful guitars, and vocals as well. Really nice, kind of more soft, not aggressive vocals. And there's so many awesome guitar interludes. The bass and drums are brilliant as well. And overall, I think there's some really nice lyrics here, and I think it's one to remember from going by. I was listening to it, and I was obviously thinking about it passing recently. I was like, this is a great song to remember him by. Stand out from that album. Brilliant song. Number 4, Days.
Well said. My number 4 is Prove It from Marquee Moon. It's just a fact. I love the lyrics on this song. It's like he's like a detective or something. And then the song just ends with him going, "This case is closed."
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about it's just very, very cool song. And I love the guitar that at the beginning of when he says "prove it," it's like do 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 do. It's like these really cool guitar fills. And then after that, it's just a fact. There's like a really cool squealing guitar part as well. I'm a big fan of "Prove It," and lyrically and musically, it's always been one that I've said like it's underrated, because a lot of people put it as the worst on the album, but not me.
Very nice. Yeah, my number 3, you've already mentioned it, Venus.
Yeah, great one.
It was from Marquee Moon. It's brilliant. I absolutely love the backing vocals on this one. It's like, did you feel low? And it's like, nah. But, yeah, it's super weird. I don't know. super weird lyrics and stuff, but lots of kind of fun. Amazing guitars as always. Instrumentation brilliant, and yeah, it's a standout. It's a clear standout. Very catchy. Just gets stuck in your head, especially the backing vocals for me. Classic television sound. Yeah, that's my number 3.
My number 3, medal position. Bronze medal goes to a song you've mentioned already from Adventure, Days. Love Days. Like I said, I knew it already going in. That guitar part is so pretty. It's I think I mentioned it's almost like jangly. Really cool. It is very catchy, but whenever I think about it, the song that gets stuck in my head is "Days" by the Kinks, not "Days" by Television. But then I'm like, oh no, this is a different Days, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, this song is great as well. But yeah, like Glory, it's this really nice, compact, sort of poppy new wave song. Really great guitar, just can't fault it. Really great.
Very nice. My number 2 now. You might be a bit surprised by this one. Obviously, from Marquee Moon, it's Friction.
I'm not surprised because I saw your face when I said it was my least favorite.
yeah. Because I was a bit like, I love that song, and yeah, it's that guitar kind of riff that kind of goes throughout the song. The high pitch, it's brilliant. It starts with the drums, and then that guitar comes in, and that kind of comes in throughout the song. Really kind of garagey sound. There's loads of bits. Like he said when he said it earlier, like he's about to break like one of his strings on his guitar. There's loads of bits like that in the song, which I absolutely love. Insane solo, and yeah, a lot of the time between the vocals, there's loads of guitar kind of interludes and stuff. And yeah, obviously the band's brilliant on it as always. Love how rough and ready it is, very punky. Yeah, my number 2, Friction.
Yeah, great song. Just because it's my least favorite doesn't mean I don't love it. My number 2 from Marquee Moon, See No Evil.
Very nice.
It's the perfect opener. Like you said, it's a bit more punky. Really cool guitar work on this one. And I love the momentum of it. The rhythm is so cool, provided by the bass and drums and the rhythm guitar from, I think it's Richard playing that. And yeah, just really cool. It's a bit more like fast paced and energetic, which I like. Works really well as an opener, and it's a really cool opener in the sense that I can't picture it anywhere else on the album. Like if it was like track 3, I feel like it'd be a bit out of place. But like as an opener, because it's so much more energetic and wild than the rest of the album, it works so well. So yeah, really love See No Evil. It is a big part of the reason why I've listened to this album again and again and again.
Sure.
I wonder what our number 1 is going to be. Wow.
I wonder what number 1 is. Probably the main reason we listen to this album again and again and again. Number 1 from Marquee Moon is Marquee Moon. Like I said in the video, I put down Band of Gods. It's unbelievable. I was going to talk about like I don't know if there's any songs better like this long, like that this good, but then again, there's not many songs better than this. Kind of full stop. It's just brilliant all the way through. There's so many great like lyrics. I don't really know what it's about, but there's so many great kind of memorable lyrics in it as well. Great vocals, but obviously stand out. It's the Band of Gods, absolutely shredding it. That riff that comes back, it starts the song for a bit, and then we have that massive solo, the breakdown, and it comes back again. And it's like like you said, and it's just it's brilliant how it all comes together. Never get bored of it, even though it's like about 11 minutes long. It just flies by, honestly. Like a 3-minute song, it just flies by, and it's a joy to listen to every time. Marquee Moon, number 1. It's brilliant.
Yeah, correct. Correct. Is my number 1 as well, of course. I talked about it a lot in the album's video. That opening riff is iconic, and then the on top of it, it's like so. I don't know. There's just working in 2 guitars working in perfect harmony. And yeah, I just, again, from the chorus is great that repeats, the really long instrumental jam, that's like really cool riffs towards the end, like quite sort of hard riffs. And then after that, you get the sort of twinkly, sort of really pretty piano part, and then it all settles back down, and then bang, it comes back in. And
Yeah.
every time it does, I get like shivers. I'm like, oh my God.
Exactly.
I'm like right back in
Yeah.
it. And yeah, the rhythm section on this song, absolutely slaying, especially the drums, just incredible. Like just all over the place, but so constant as well, keeping the rhythm throughout the song. Because yeah, like long songs can kind of go one way or the other, right? They can either disappear up their own arse, or they can be these like well structured, well planned pieces of music. And that's kind of what this is to me. Is yeah, and I think because it's punk, like the prog heads don't put it up with like, you know, the long prog classics. But I really, you could call this
Yeah.
prog punk if you want, but you know, it is up there. I mean, talking about long songs, you know, the only one I can think of that's this long that I like more is Close to the Edge by Yes, which is quite a bit longer. But
Yeah.
other than
Also,
that,
long songs.
yeah.
That's nothing like this. The long songs are not. Don't sound like this. They're not punk.
No, and that song also is more like a load of different songs chucked together, kind of
Yeah.
make one song.
Yeah.
Whereas this is one.
This
It
is
feels like
one
one
masterpiece.
song that's been dragged out to its best potential, and it is yeah one of the greatest songs of all time for sure. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, I guess, closing thoughts on television. There's a picture that I saw once that I can never find again, but it's from the New York club that they played at, and it's
Yeah.
them playing live using Chris Frantz from Talking Heads drum kit and Patti Smith sat in the front row. It's like such a
wow.
crazy photo.
Wow.
And I saw it once, and I should have saved it, but I can't seem to find it again. But it's quite an iconic image, and they were like right there with, like you said, Blondie as well. You know, Patti Smith, the Ramones, Talking Heads. They were all sort of coming
Yeah.
up at the same time, and all very, very different artists as well. Is the most
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
Like, yeah. So I love television. I'm really glad we did this. It was really cool to share a lot of the same songs in our top 10 and to share the same albums list. But not every list is going to be like that. Ryan and I have had a good track record so far of mostly agreeing, apart from Pinkerton.
From Pinkerton, yeah.
But that's going to end someday.
I think it would have been, yeah, it would have been hard to disagree with this on television on Marquee Moon. But it'll change. It'll change.
Yeah, it depends what we do next. Tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will decide what we're going to do next soon. And we will be getting to listening. As you know, Ryan and I are not the most fast-paced listeners in the world. That's kind of why I have a rotation of guests on, is so that I can regularly get these videos out while still listening at a very slow pace, because I've got so many.
Yeah.
But I'll be recording Harry Nilsson album ranking with Vanessa and Chris on Wednesday. So that will probably be out just after this is. Cardigan's songs video is not out as we record this, but it will be by now. And there will be a new series coming with some guests as well, so that'll be fun. You'll catch me and Ryan probably in 6 months. Hopefully before then. But
hopefully
thank you for watching us talk about television. Rest in peace, Tom Verlaine. And yeah, thanks for watching.